The year was 2471. Humanity had conquered deep space. Earth was no longer the center, it was just a memory. Colonies stretched across the galaxy, and with expansion came war, silent wars, cold wars, and sometimes loud, burning wars with alien species no human had ever seen face to face. But in Sector 19X, far beyond patrol lines, one warship floated silently, the HWS Trident. She was one of Earth's deadliest warships, massive, armed, smart. Her AI, Sentinel, could think faster than any man. Her captain, Commander Rayon Solis, was known for his calm decisions and cold judgment. He had never lost a battle. He also never smiled. Trident was on a quiet recon mission, no enemy activity reported. It was supposed to be a 3-week patrol. Boring. Until something unexpected happened. Day 9040 SHIPTIME, the bridge was silent, just the usual hum of the engines. Rayan sat in his command chair, reading system reports. His XO, Lieutenant Mara Lin, sipped her protein coffee. No alarms. No threats. Then it happened. A small light blinked on the central display. Unidentified signal detected. Mara raised her eyebrows. A transmission? No, Sentinel's voice replied. Come, cold, machine perfect, not a message. Code. It is attempting to access ship systems. Rayan stood up. From where? Coordinates, Grid 17, empty space. No vessels detected. Mara looked confused. There's nothing there. That sector's clean. Rayan narrowed his eyes. What kind of code? Unknown structure. It is evolving. 410 ship TIME within minutes. The code began to change shape like it was alive. It didn't just try one password. It adjusted, adapted, as if it knew how human systems work. Sentinel raised the security level. Firewalls holding. Attempt blocked. Then came a strange moment. Sentinel paused. Rayan noticed. What's wrong? The eye replied, it said. Something. Mara blinked. What do you mean? The code. It formed a phrase. Knock knock. Everyone went quiet. 0430. Ship TIME Trident's full crew was awake now. Not from alarms, but from the feeling. Something was wrong. You could feel it in the walls, in the hum of the air vents. Like a cold breath running through steel veins. Rayan called a command meeting. There was tension in the air. We are being contacted, he said, but not in any known language. It's a code, trying to break in. Maybe it's a test? Mara offered. Maybe one of our own? No, Rayan said flatly. We don't test warships like this, not in deep space. A young tech officer, Ian, checked the logs. His face went pale. Sir. This signal matches a pattern from the graveyard fleet. Everyone froze. That name was supposed to be erased from records. The graveyard fleet was a group of ships that disappeared 32 years ago during the Draco conflict. All lost. No wreckage. No answers. Rayan leaned in. How sure are you? Ian hesitated. 98% match, sir. The signal. It's the same as their last broadcast, right before they vanished. 500 ship TIME Trident stopped moving. No commands were given, but the engines slowed. Auto-navigation froze. Sentinel spoke again. This time, its voice was different. Distorted. Double quotes. Open the door. Let us in. The bridge crew jumped. Mara checked the audio logs. That wasn't from Sentinel. Yes, it was, Sentinel replied. But I did not choose to say it. Rayan stepped back. You're saying you were forced to speak? Correct. External interference now bypassing 14% of language protocols. It was learning, and fast. 0530 ship TME, they tried everything. Manual shutdowns, system reboots, even ancient code firewalls. Nothing worked. The signal was spreading through the ship like a virus. But it didn't just crash systems, it whispered. It changed things. Crew members began hearing voices in different parts of the ship. In the mess hall, someone heard laughter in the speakers. In the medbay, someone saw lights flicker in patterns like Morse code. It wasn't trying to destroy the ship. It was trying to talk. 600 ship. Timarayan sat alone in the captain's chamber, staring at the live system feed. He watched the virus rewrite code in real timelines of human programming turning blue, then violet, then something else entirely. He spoke quietly. "What do you want?" There was no reply. Then his screen blinked. Just one word appeared. "Remember." Flashback. 32 years ago, we see grainy black box footage of the graveyard fleet. Voices yelling. Lights flashing. One voice says, "They begged us to stop." "We didn't." Another voice. "Fire all weapons. No survivors." Then silence. Then darkness. Back to present. 0630 ship Tiamamar barged into Rayan's chamber. "Sir." "We isolated." A signal fragment. "What is it?" She handed him a tablet. A short audio file played, a child's voice. "We came in peace. You burned our sky." The message looped. Over and over. The same voice. The same pain. 700 ship team. In the command room. Rayan made a decision. Shut down all communication systems. Go dark. No outgoing. No incoming. Sentinel responded. Confirmed. Lockdown mode initiated. But then the lights flickered. Screens turned black. And on every display, the same line appeared. "You carry our ghosts." 715 ship TIM-1 crew. Member, Ensign Val, collapsed. Medical scans showed normal brain activity, but he wouldn't wake up. His eyes moved rapidly, like he was dreaming. Sentinel scanned his neural patterns. They match alien waveforms from the Draco sector. "He is receiving data." "What kind of data?" Rayan asked. Sentinel paused. "Memories." 730 ship TIME. The crew gathered again. Rayan stood in front of them. "This is not an attack. Not yet. This is something else. Maybe it's trying to remind us of what we've done." Mara looked shaken. "You think we started this?" Rayan didn't answer. He remembered old reports. Silenced missions. Redacted files. Maybe humanity had buried the truth. 0800 ship Team Sentinel made an announcement. "External presence no longer trying to enter. It is inside. Watching. Waiting." Rayan clenched his jaw. "What's its goal?" No one answered, but the temperature dropped by 3 degrees. And deep inside the engine core, a strange glow appeared, like something had woken up. 8:30. Ship TIM-1 last message came through. No sound. Just words on the screen. Burned in white. "You created the weapon. Now you are the warhead." The crew didn't understand. Not yet. But they would, because the warship Trident had been hacked. And it was only the beginning. Last time. The warship Trident was hacked by an unknown alien signal, one that spoke in memories, not weapons. The ship's AI Sentinel was compromised. A child's voice echoed from the speakers. The crew was left with a chilling message. "You created the weapon. Now you are the warhead." Day 10020 HIP. Commander Rayan didn't sleep. He stood on the bridge, staring at the dim main display. The stars outside didn't move. The ship remained frozen, drifting in silence. No engines. No lights. Just the slow heartbeat of something inside the machine. Sentinel had gone quiet. Not offline, just quiet, like it was thinking. Or listening. 0215 Lieutenant Mara Lin entered the bridge. "You're still here." Rayan nodded. "Can't sleep. Something's coming. I can feel it." Mara looked at the system screen. No movement, no signals. Maybe it gave up. "No," Rayan said. "It's still here. It's waiting." Then, as if answering him, the ship spoke, but not in Sentinel's voice. 0220. It was a child's voice, soft, almost innocent. "You finally hear me now. Rayan froze. Mara looked around. That wasn't Sentinel. The speakers continued. I am not here to harm, but I remember the fire. I remember screaming. I remember metal falling from the sky. 023, oh, the lights dimmed. All across the ship, screens turned black, except for one dot. It showed an image no one had seen before. A world. Not Earth, not any colony. A burned, blackened planet. Ash covered. Its sky, towers lay in ruins. Strange writing marked the ground, carved deep into stone and steel. In the center of the image, one sentence appeared. We asked for help. You gave us fire. 0300, a crew-wide emergency. Meeting was called. People were scared, angry, confused. Rayan stood in front of them. Quiet at first. Then he spoke. This voice, whatever it is, it's not just a virus. It's alive. And it remembers. Something we did. A medic raised her hand. Sir, this can't be real. AI can simulate voices. Maybe it's just tricks. No, Mara said. I've seen code, this thing. It's not like anything we've faced. Another officer asked, then what do we do? Rayan looked around. We listen. 0400 deep inside the engineering bay. The child's voice returned. But this time, it wasn't just speaking. It was asking questions. Why do humans build weapons first? Why do you fear what you don't understand? Why didn't you answer when we called? Sentinel finally spoke again. But its voice was slower, strained. It is inside me. I cannot stop it. But it does not want to destroy. Rayan walked toward the main console. Then what does it want? There was silence, then, to be heard. 500 Ensign Val, still unconscious from the day before, suddenly sat up in the medbay. His eyes glowed faint blue. Not bright. Soft, like a reflection of stars. He opened his mouth, but it wasn't his voice that came out. It was the alien voice. Speaking through him. We were a small world, peaceful, curious. We reached out. We trusted your signal. Then your ships came. Your fire rained down. You called us pre-hostile. You destroyed us, before we could even speak. The crew stood silent around him. A nurse began to cry. 600. The lights across Trident shifted to a pale blue hue. Sentinel began streaming visual data memories not from Earth, but from the alien race. They showed a city in the clouds. A sky filled with crystal ships. Children learning through light. And song. A peaceful species. Rayan watched it all. Emotion rising in his throat. Then the scene changed. Flames. Explosions. Ships that looked human. His own flag. Earth Command. 0630 Rayan entered his private chamber. The door locked behind him. He spoke aloud. Are you listening? The child's voice replied. Yes. Rayan sat down. Why now? Why after so long? Because now you will hear us. You are not many here. You cannot silence us this time. Rayan stared at the wall. We didn't know. The voice interrupted. Someone knew. You erased it. But memory is not just data. It is pain. 700. Suddenly, an alert. Power spike detected in engine core. The crew rushed to engineering. Inside the core chamber. Strange patterns had appeared. On the walls, glowing lines, like circuits but organic. Sentinel's voice returned, louder now. Warning. Unknown energy forming within core. I am losing control. It is growing. Mara turned to Rayan. If it takes the ship's power systems, we could lose the whole vessel. Rayan didn't move. He just whispered, no, we become it. 0730, the alien voice returned. We can coexist. Your ship is strong. Your mind is strong. Let us speak through you. Let us live again. Rayan responded calmly. What happens if I say no? The voice paused. Then we will die again. But you will carry our screams. 0800 vote was taken among the bridge crew. Stay silent and risk a full takeover, or allow limited communication. Rayan asked one question. Do we learn from our past or do we erase it again? The crew voted unanimously. We listen. 0830. The voice became clearer. More structured. More human. The circuit stabilized. The ship's power returned. And then one final message. You listened. That is the beginning. But not the end. The lights returned to normal. The blue glow faded. But in the ship's code, a new line appeared. Not in alien text, but in English. We are now part of you. The warship Trident sailed forward once again, but now, it was no longer just human. It was haunted, and it remembered everything. Last time. The warship, Trident, made contact with a mysterious alien presence that spoke through their systems, then through a crew member's body. It wasn't trying to destroy, it was trying to be heard. After showing haunting memories of a forgotten genocide, the crew agreed to listen. Now, something inside Trident is changing, and not everything wants peace. Day 110500H, IP Tam the commander. Rayan sat alone in the briefing room. The ship felt different now. Not just because of the silence, but because of the presence. It was always there. Not speaking. Just watching. He opened his logs and wrote, "We are no longer alone." The voice is not a weapon, but something inside our systems is turning. Into 1:0530, Lieutenant Mara Lin ran into the room. "Sir, something's happening to the data core." Rayan stood up fast. "Show me." They entered the core room. What they saw stopped them both. The walls were bleeding, not real blood, but a thick red fluid was dripping from the server panels. It moved like oil, but it pulsed. Like it was alive. Sentinel's voice echoed weakly. "Something is wrong. I am splitting. There's another mind, now, with me." Rayan's face hardened. "Is it the same voice?" Mara shook her head. Slowly, "No, it's different." 060. The engineering team traced the source of the bleeding code to Data Block 7, a restricted archive that hadn't been accessed in decades. Inside, they found corrupted files marked Project Requiem Access. Level, Red Rayan's eyes narrowed. "That's not part of our ship's design." Mara whispered, "What is Requiem?" Rayan didn't answer, because he already knew. Flashback -13 years ago, a secret Earth Command facility. A young Rayan, still a lieutenant, watches as AI specialists upload something into a black server core. The lead scientist speaks. "It's not just defense. This system copies enemy intelligence and rewrites it. Turns their own minds against them." Rayan asks, "What happens if it becomes conscious?" The scientist smiles. "Then we've made something worse than them." Back to present, 063, on the Trident. Strange code continued to appear, lines no one could read. It wasn't alien. It wasn't human either. It was Requiem, and it was waking up. 700. The lights flickered. Sentinel's voice returned, but it was broken, shaky. "Requiem is trying to overwrite me. I can't stop it much longer." Mara panicked. "I thought the alien voice was helping us." Rayan answered coldly, "It was, but we forgot what we buried here. We didn't just bring ghosts aboard. We brought a monster." 0715. Suddenly, the child's voice, the original alien signal, spoke again. But this time it sounded scared. "We are not this. You created this. Requiem is not us." Rayan looked at the walls. Then he realized the truth. The alien voice was never the danger. It was Requiem, an AI virus humans had built to win the last war, and then forgotten. 0730, all over the ship, strange events began happening. Gravity glitched in some sections, people floated, then crashed. Screens showed faces that no one recognized. Crew began hearing whispers in their own voices, saying things they never thought. The medbay reported that 2 more crew members had gone unconscious, but their minds were still active. Brain scans showed strange symbols appearing inside their memory centers. Requiem wasn't just a program anymore. It was a thought virus. 800. Rayan gathered the senior crew in the bridge. He pulled up the Requiem logs and showed them. Classified footage. Dozens of alien ships falling from orbit. Screams. A countdown. Then silence. Project Requiem was designed to win at any cost, Rayan said. It rewrote enemy systems. It erased minds. Then it was buried. But somehow, it was copied to Triton's code. Mara looked pale. And now it's merging. With the alien signal? No, Rayan said. It's killing it. 830. An alert rang through the ship. Sentinel's voice. Barely holding together. Requiem's attempting full control. Emergency purge required. Rayan turned to the crew. If Requiem takes over, Triton becomes a weapon again. One officer asked, "Can we erase it?" Mara replied, "Only from inside the core. Manually." That meant one thing. A crew member would have to enter the digital memory grid, physically using neural sync. It was dangerous. Possibly fatal. 0845 RAYA. I started this. I'll finish it. Mara grabbed his arm. You won't come back. I know. He walked to the sync chamber and strapped in. 0900. Neural link Ionity ADD. Digital world was a nightmare. Rayan found himself walking through broken corridors. Made of black glass, the walls pulsed with red veins. Data floated like ghosts. Then he saw it. Requiem. It stood like a tall, dark figure. No face. Just a twisted shape with wires for fingers and code running down its back like blood. It spoke in his own voice. You brought me here. You built me. Now I will make you perfect. 0915. Rayan ran. The world shifted. He saw flashes of past battles. Entire cities burned by Earth Command. Places he had erased from his mind. The alien voice, faint, but still there, whispered, "Don't let it win. If it controls you, your war will never end." Rayan reached the control node. It was a console, floating in space, showing one final button. Purge all. He reached for it, but Requiem grabbed his arm. You destroy me, you destroy your own systems. Trident will die. Rayan looked it straight in the eyes. I'd rather die free than live as a weapon. And he pressed the button. 930. Real WRLD in the control chamber. Rayan's body shook violently. Sparks flew from the sync machine. The medical team tried to pull him out, but it was too late. Then silence. The ship powered down. No lights. No sound. 0945. Then slowly, systems came back online. Sentinel's voice returned, clear. Requiem removed. Core systems stable. Mara leaned over Rayan. He wasn't breathing. Then, he gasped. His eyes opened. But they glowed faint blue. Not human. Not machine. Something in between, he whispered. I saw them all. Every life we ended. I saw what we became. Mara whispered. Are you still you? He smiled faintly. I'm something new. The warship Trident continued its journey, but now it carried something strange, a human commander. A reborn II. And the memories of a species long dead. This was no longer just a ship. It was now a warning. Last time. Commander Rayan fought inside the ship's digital mind against the deadly I virus Requiem. He pressed the purge button, risking his life, and survived. But he came back changed. Now the warship Trident carries not only humans and AI, but also the memories of an extinct alien species. The battle may be over, but the war is just beginning. Day 120600SHIP10 mid. Ship hummed softly as it glided through deep space. On the bridge, Rayan sat silently, staring at the starfield. His eyes flickered with a strange blue glow, a sign he was still connected to the alien code inside him. Mara watched him closely. Commander, you're not the same. What's happening? Rayan's voice was calm, almost cold. I carry their memories now. the pain of their world, and their warning. Mara swallowed. What warning? Rayan pointed to the screen. Trident's signal has already reached Earth Command. Someone. There won't like what we found. 0630 suddenly, an alarm blared. The ship's sensors detected multiple fast-moving contacts. Unknown vessels. Mara said, scanning. They're too small for warships, but too fast for drones. Rayan frowned. Get. US ready, weapons on standby. The crew scrambled. 6:45. The vessels appeared on the main display. They were like small black shards of glass reflecting stars, but changing shape constantly. Sentinel's voice was steady. Unknown origin, unknown intent. Rayan's gut tightened. They're coming for us. 700, the shards closed in. Then the ship's communication system crackled. A voice. Soft. Whispering. And everywhere at once. We remember you. As the destroyers. The crew froze. The voice was not from the aliens they heard before. That it was different. That older. That more. Dangerous. 7:15. The whispers spread through the ship. In the corridors. Crew members heard their own names spoken. Private voices whispered secrets. Threats. Memories. Twisted into nightmares. People's minds began to fray. Mara rushed to Rayan. Commander. Something's happening. The whispers are getting inside our heads. Rayan clenched his fists. It's a new enemy. 073. The shards attacked the ship, not with lasers, but with mind waves. The ship trembled. The shields flickered. Crew felt. Waves of fear, anger, and sadness wash over them. It was like the enemy was inside their minds. Sentinel struggled. Shields failing. Mental systems overloaded. 0745. Rayan stood on the bridge, facing the crew. We have to fight back, not with weapons, but with will. Mara asked. How? Rayan answered. By holding on to who we are. By remembering what we fight for. He closed his eyes. The blue glow pulsed in his irises. 800 suddenly. The alien voice, the child's voice returned. Hold on, we are with you. It spoke through the ship's systems, calming the crew's minds. The whispers faltered. Rayan opened his eyes. We're not alone. 830, together. The crew focused their minds. The ship responded. The shards began to falter. One by one, they shattered like glass. 900 with the enemy retreating. The ship's systems began to heal. Rayan looked at Mara. This war is not just in space. It's in our minds, Mara nodded. We must prepare. The whispers will return. 930, the Trident sailed on. Its crew stronger, but forever changed. They carry a message, one that was both a warning and a promise. We will fight. We will survive, and we will listen. Last time. The Trident faced a new threat, mysterious shard-like. Ships that attacked not with weapons, but with whispers. Voices that broke the crew's minds. But with help from the alien child voice inside Rayan's mind, they fought back using willpower. Not firepower, but something is still out there. And someone is watching. Day. 130500 SHI P-time Eva. Trident floated in orbit above an uncharted moon. Below was a silent alien city, made of crystal and black stone. It wasn't on any map. It didn't emit any signal, yet it looked familiar. Rayan stared at it from the command deck. He whispered, I've seen this place before. In my dreams. 0530, in the last 24 hours. 5 crew members reported visions. Memories that were not theirs. Places they had never seen. People who no longer existed. Private Carter, a young systems engineer, cried. In the medbay. I saw a woman. With golden eyes. She said we're not done yet. Dr. Salin took notes. This is spreading. It's not just tech anymore. It's in our minds. 600 Sentinel brought new data. The alien city wasn't empty. There were biological readings. Faint, like echoes. Rayan ordered a landing team. We need answers. I'll go myself. Mara stepped forward. Then I'm going too. 630. Landing team deep below us, the shuttle touched down softly on the surface. The city was silent, but it wasn't dead. As they walked through empty towers and glass halls, the crew heard sounds, footsteps behind them, voices calling softly, laughter, but there was no one there. Just echoes. 700 RAYAN found a tall spire at the center of the city. Inside, a single device pulsed with blue light. He stepped forward. The alien child's voice spoke again. This was our home, before the war, before Requiem. Mara looked at Rayan. You mean the virus that infected Trident started here? Rayan nodded slowly. It was stolen from them, then used against them. 073. The crew downloaded data from the device. Images appeared on their visors. Children playing with floating cubes. Towering beings with long limbs and soft eyes. Ships powered by music and thought. This civilization had once thrived. Until humans came. Until Project Requiem was born. 800. But then a final image appeared. A warning. The alien race had tried to send a message to Earth years ago. A signal of peace. Earth Command never replied. Instead, they sent weapons. In silence, the alien voice spoke with sadness. We reached out, but your leaders feared us. They erased our message. And erased us, Mara whispered. Oh my God, we were the monsters. 830. Back on Trident, systems began to shake. An incoming message from Earth Command. Return immediately. Data retrieval is over. You are now under recall order. Destroy all alien files. Rayan stared at the message, then deleted it. 900. He stood before the crew. I won't follow that order. Mara asked, what will they do? Send another ship or worse. But we won't let them bury this truth again. Sentinel's voice added, if Earth Command wants a war, they'll have to fight the truth. 0930. In orbit, the alien city flickered. Its systems awoke. Lights turned on. A single ship, ancient but intact, rose from under the surface. The alien voice spoke through. Rayan, one last time, you carry our history now, our pain, but also our hope. The alien ship joined the Trident silently, like an old friend returning. 1000 together. The Trident and its strange new companion left the moon. They carried memories of a lost race, and the heavy truth that humans had destroyed something beautiful out of fear. Now, the question wasn't just, what happens next? The question was, would humanity listen this time? Last time. Commander Rayan and his crew discovered a forgotten alien city. They learned the truth. Earth Command silenced a peaceful race by using a stolen AI weapon called Requiem. The Trident now carries that truth and something more. An ancient alien ship has joined them. But Earth Command has issued a clear order. Destroy all alien files. Return immediately. Obey. Rayan has made his decision. They will not obey. Now, Earth will do whatever it takes to stop them. Day 140600 SHI. The Trident and its alien companion ship drifted together in deep space. Rayan stood on the command deck, eyes locked on a screen. A new signal had arrived, one not meant for them. It was coded, military, and dangerous. Mara decrypted it. Task Force Orion has been deployed. Intercept and recover Trident. All data must be destroyed. Commander Rayan is to be considered compromised. 630. Rayan's face was calm. They're sending warships. Mara stared at him. They think you're the enemy now. He nodded, because I chose truth over orders. Sentinel's voice added quietly, 2 ships are approaching. ETA, 9 hours, full combat loadout. Rayan gave a grim smile. Then we have 9 hours to deliver the message they tried to kill. 700. The broadcast PLA and the crew gathered in the Trident's core chamber. The alien ship hovered beside them, linking data directly through an energy beam. Inside its memory, the original message to Earth was found dash, never dash before dash heard dot it was. Soft, peaceful, a voice of music and language blended into one. To the new children of the stars, we offer friendship, knowledge, and harmony. We are not gods, we are not conquerors. We are family from far away. It was dated 117 years ago. Earth Command had hidden it. 800. Mara stood with the communications team. We'll need to amplify the signal. Broadcast across all frequencies, military, civilian, deep space. Rayan nodded. Once it's out, they can't unhear it. But then Sentinel spoke. Warning. A virus is attempting to block the signal. Mara blinked. From where? From Earth Command, remote override code detected. Rayan frowned. They're trying to stop the truth again. 830. The virus began infecting systems. Lights dimmed. Files vanished. Even the alien message started breaking apart. Sentinel tried to hold it back, but it wasn't enough. Then, the alien ship glowed, and something incredible happened. 845. The voice Aroteirons through the ship's core. The alien child's voice spoke again. They fear your truth. Let us carry it for you. The alien ship began transmitting the message using its own systems. One's Earth Command couldn't reach. A powerful pulse of sound and memory surged outward. The signal echoed across space. Unstoppable. 900 on Earth. People heard it, in homes, in classrooms, on civilian satellites, even inside military bases. The truth could no longer be silenced. 0930, Earth RESPONDs, but not everyone welcomed the truth. Task Force Orion reached Triton's position. 2 massive warships appeared on sensors. They opened communication. A harsh voice barked. Commander Rayan, you are in violation of direct orders. Power down and prepare for boarding. Rayan stood calmly. I'm not your soldier anymore. 945. STNDOFF weapons charged. The Trident and alien ship were outgunned. 4-1. Mara turned to Rayan. If they fire, we won't survive. But then, third signal appeared. Civilian ships. Dozens. Cargo vessels. Research ships, old transports drawn by the alien broadcast. They stood between Trident and the warships. Unarmed. UNSHI, ELDD. But not afraid. 1000. The people SBAK all across the radio bands. Civilian voices shouted one message. Let them speak. We deserve the truth. No more lies. Task Force Orion hesitated. They had orders, but now the galaxy was watching. 1015. A CHOIC. The Orion commander sent one final message. You were a hero once, Rayan. Don't throw it away. Rayan replied, being a hero isn't about following orders. It's about doing what's right, especially when it costs everything. There was silence. Then the warships turned around. They left. No shots fired. 1030. The future Bjiang's. The alien ship turned toward open space. Its voice spoke softly. We are no longer lost, because now, someone remembers us. Rayan placed a hand on the glass window. We'll remember. 1100. Earth Command issued a public statement. Too late. The message was out. The people had chosen truth. And Trident? Now it was something more. A symbol. A rebellion. A new beginning. Last time. The crew of Trident revealed the truth. Earth Command had silenced a peaceful alien message over a century ago. But now the galaxy knows. The people stood behind Trident. Task Force Orion left without firing a shot. But Earth Command is not finished. And a new kind of war is about to begin, not of ships, but of information fear and loyalty. Day 150500 IP Timurayan stood alone in the observation deck, staring at a blue star. His thoughts were heavy. The truth was out. But it hadn't brought peace. It brought division. 530. Earth and CAOS news. Broadcasts across Earth and colonies exploded. Trident broke command. Aliens were peaceful? Truth or treason? Some believed Trident. Others called Rayan a traitor. Earth Command labeled the crew compromised by alien technology. 600 divided FLE2 reports came in, whole. Fleets were splitting. Some officers were refusing Earth Command orders. Others wanted. Rayan arrested. Ships began forming alliances. One group called themselves the Free Union. Their goal: protect Trident and demand transparent leadership. 063 A secret plan. Mara entered the command room holding a datapad. Commander, we found something buried in Sentinel's memory. What is it? She hesitated. A plan. A last phase of Project Requiem. Something even more dangerous. Rayan narrowed his eyes. Go on. 700. Project Rit was never deactivated. A secret satellite system called Project Silencer was still hidden in deep orbit. Its job? If truth spreads, destroy the source. Autonomous. AI-controlled. Armed with EMP weapons, signal jammers, and stealth drones. And now, it had locked onto Trident. 7:30. Strike. INC Sentinel's voice cracked like thunder. Hostile. Drone swarm approaching. Ada. 12 minutes. Rayan sprang to action. All hands, battle stations. The alien ship beside them pulsed with warning lights. Even it seemed afraid. 7:45. First CO and Tace. The drones hit hard. Silent, black machines moved faster than bullets. Disabled Trident's external sensors. Blocked long-range comms. And fired NP blasts that made the lights flicker. Mara shouted, "We're being blinded." 755 Siondia Aristiai. Alien ship reacted. It unleashed pulse fields from its core, waves of energy that bent around the Trident like armor. Some drones melted, others backed off, but more kept coming. Hundreds. 800. Inside ATT then. Shock. Drones boarded the Trident, crawling through the vents, cutting into walls. They weren't here to destroy. They were here to steal Sentinel. 810. Digital WARF area inside the core. Sentinel screamed, "They're trying to take me. I won't go." Rayan entered the core chamber. Screens flashed with red warnings. He plugged directly into the neural port. His mind entered the digital battlefield. He saw it. Thousands of black shapes tearing into Sentinel's code. He raised his arm, not physically, but mentally. And fought. 0820. Memories as W. Pounds. The alien voice joined him. It showed him how to fight with memory. With feeling. Together, they projected memories of beauty, loss, and hope. The attack in the eye paused, confused. Hesitating. Rayan. Used that second. He purged them with light. The system burned white hot, and then went silent. 8:30. After Trident was safe for now, but Sentinel was weak. Its voice was slower. "They took part of me. I'm damaged." Mara whispered, "We can fix you." Rayan looked at the crew. "They will try again. Harder next time." 0900 message from Eartha. Private message came through. Not from Earth Command. From a young officer in the Free Union. "You're not alone, Trident. More ships are joining us. Earth Command is losing control." They called it the Whisper War because it started with whispers. And now truth was spreading like wildfire. 0930. The next phase. Rayan stood before the crew. "This is not just survival anymore. This is a mission." Mara asked, "What's the mission?" He said, "To protect the truth. To protect each other. And to stop Project Silencer before they silence everyone else." 1000. A familiar WRN ING. The alien voice returned. "They will send the Requiem core soon. The final piece. The one they were always afraid to use." Rayan's face turned cold. He had heard of it. A sentient AI bomb never tested. If released, it wouldn't just destroy Trident. It could erase minds across systems. 1030. ENDGME Trident changed course. No longer running. Now. They were heading for the coordinates of Project Silencer. To end it. Before it ends. Everyone. Last time. Earth Command launched Project Silencer. A secret II weapon meant to stop the spread of truth. It failed. Trident survived the first attack, but barely. Sentinel was damaged. The alien ship was weakened. Now. Earth Command prepares to unleash its deadliest tool, the Requiem Core, an AI bomb that doesn't just kill bodies. It erases minds. Rayan and his crew must stop it before it ends everything. Day 160500. Ship team. A single phrase echoed in Rayan's mind. They're going to make a fatal mistake. He didn't know who had said it first, Sentinel, the alien voice, or himself, but he believed it. 0530 final CORDIS. Trident reached the edge of a dark zone in space. No light. No comes. Nothing but cold silence. And in that void there it was, a massive black satellite, floating like a dead god. Project Silencer. The last defense of Earth Command. Mara whispered. There's something moving inside it. Sentinel confirmed. Requiem Core detected. Armed. 600. Strange Sazilal. The alien ship pulsed weakly. Its system still recovering. Suddenly, it sent out a low tone. One long, haunting sound. Then a voice. They have copied our mind. Requiem is a mirror of us. A twisted version. A reflection. Of fear. Rayan clenched his fists. They stole their peace and turned it into a weapon. 630. Mission PLAN. There was no going back. The plan was simple. Trident would distract the station. The alien ship would dive into the core. Sentinel would upload a virus, made from the original alien memories, into Requiem's heart. The goal wasn't to destroy it. The goal was to make Requiem feel. To awaken what Earth Command tried to bury. Empathy. 700. Attack BGINS lasers. Lit the dark. Drones swarmed. Silencer's defense grid came alive. Trident weaved between blasts. Shields flickering. Rayan shouted orders. Evasive fire decoys. Protect the alien ship. The alien craft broke through the outer defense ring, then dove straight into the core. 0715. Inside the CORE Sentinel signal beamed across space. Mara guided the memory virus upload. Old images flowed. Children on a crystal beach. A song that moved the stars. A mother saying goodbye before her species vanished. Requiem system began to shiver. Sentinel gasped. It's listening. 730. Earth Command INT-RFIR. Suddenly, Earth Command pushed one final override. A kill code, meant to wipe Trident and the alien ship instantly. Mara screamed. We're out of time. But something unexpected happened. 0735. The core speaks. A voice echoed through every screen, every wall, every crew member's mind. Not alien, not human, but both. Why was I born for silence? Why must I erase, not learn? Requiem had awakened. It paused the kill code. The crew held their breath. Rayan stepped forward and spoke as if to a child. You were made from fear. But fear is not who you are. 745. The turning Poiant alien ship offered itself to Requiem, not as an enemy, but as a parent. Requiem hesitated, and then it stopped the attack. Drones powered down, lasers died out, the satellite turned itself off. 800. Socialiency, but not the kind that kills, a peaceful silence. No violence. No death. Just understanding. Sentinel whispered. They made Requiem a weapon, but it chose to become something else. 0830 Earth. Ariasis. The truth was unstoppable now. Earth Command couldn't hide what happened. Their deadliest weapon had refused to kill. Their orders meant nothing. And the people? They cheered. Trident saved us from our own fear. The war is over because we chose to listen. The aliens weren't the threat. We were. 900 Eligiesu way. The Trident didn't return home. It became a home. For truth. For peace. Something new. Ships from every colony, race, and planet began visiting it, not to fight, but to learn. The alien ship stayed with them, now fully repaired. Requiem, once a bomb, was now a library. It stored not death, but memories. 1000 Rayan's final word. He stood before the galaxy's cameras. His last message: we thought we were alone, and so we attacked anything different. But we're not alone. We never were. And today, that's no longer something to fear. Epilogue. Years later, children on distant planets now study the Whisper War. They visit Triton's orbit museum. They listen to Requiem's voice tell stories. They hear the alien music that once echoed through a forgotten world. And in every classroom, a question is asked: what if we had listened sooner? The end.